who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Rams and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Just down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, they always tell...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go, man. Don't give him enough. Let's go. Let's rock and roll.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now back to throw. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Oh, good move. There he goes left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slam.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yard.
Touchdown, Allen!
Tutu Atwell.
46 yards.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They'll run left with Pollard. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll look to throw here. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. 2nd and 9 now. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Damone Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here is third and quite a ways. Back to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it. But the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play.
They've got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And taken right at the 35. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And even 150 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Pollard again.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They're going to look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Across midfield. A solid stiff arm. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll look to throw. A quick pass to Kupp. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a
they'll give here to Pollard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 6. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Aubrey now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under